Ho. Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back to another video. We're going to be playing a little bit more Inquisitor Martyr, of course, and we're going to continue with the Crusader. That's right, it's time to carry on trudging on through the levels. Click the play button a few times, see if it's crashed, and it's not crashed. Still waiting on the old bug fixes, so I think that the multiplayer is probably still, what's the word, hot garbage, but we'll give it a try. We'll give it a try and see if we can get some games. Really looking forward to actually being able to play the multiplayer again, because I reckon it might be fun. Oh, I think we need to adjust the volume down just a smidge over there. There we go, probably have some better audio levels now. Right, so we have to talk to him, doobly-doo. What's up, Powercore? How you doing, bud? What's up, mate? Good to see you too. 41, carry on. I feel like I need to swap weapon to, like a plasma cannon maybe. I've got heat, I don't want to have to respec every 10 minutes, but I think I might need to. What's up, John? Good to see you, bud. We're working our way through the leveling process. Level 40. We're 40% of the way there. We'll get there. Thoughts on the new patch, Kel? I like it. I like the changes. I think the changes are good. I think it's a shame multiplayer is still not functional for me. Well, it is, but it hardly ever works, so it's not. I like it overall. The itemization changes, I think, are neat. I think they're very neat. It's not, it's not the perfect game yet, but it's made some big improvements. Mainly itemization, leveling pace, I think, stuff like that. Yo, Vaz, how you doing, bud? Charles, of course, flamer. I will change it, though, because we can't flame all day. Even though it is vastly superior as a weapon. Drakari, just look. They are one of the better looking enemies, aren't they? There we go. So, we've got to get all the way over there. I mean, we could try and speedrun these, but maybe we can try doing that a little bit. Can try and make it fairly snappy. There we go. Kill a few on the way through. There we go. Nice, nice, nice. Burn the heretic. Burn the Xeno. And the mutant. And the witch. I can't remember what else, but burn it all anyway. No, that's not good. I've bitten off a little bit more than I can chew here. Right, but I'm alive, and I have a turret over there. Come on. You dead? Okay, you're dead. That's fine. Oh, inoculator over there. I will grab that, because that's 2 used already. So much for making this a speedrun, eh? Anyone buying some Chaos Knights this weekend? Oh, Chaos Knights coming out. New models, eh? Yeah, the range on Flamer is definitely a little bit tough to probably adapt to some of the harder missions. Oh, wow, you look so awesome. Reminds me of the Tomb King units. The Knights. We ride on Sneaky Snack Knights. Can't remember the names. Man, I'm looking forward to Tomb Kings and Chaos Blade. I hope they're good. Nah, wrong way. Let's go. I'd like to buy more models. I would. For now, though, I've got enough to keep me busy in my little world. Plus a new codex. Ooh, okay, so we're going to see all the memes about... I mean, what's the expectation here? Are Chaos going to be... rather, here's a better question for you. What's the current balance state of Chaos like? Are they strong? Are they weak? Where do they sit? Because I know there's sort of issues with Grey Knights and some of the factions that are just rubbish. And am I right in understanding as well that Orcs are also in a bad place in terms of tabletop? Like, I could be wrong, but the Who Kings in Chaos Bane? The Tomb Kings, my man. The Egyptians, the undead Egyptians. Oh, what's going on here? Okay, we'll skip all that. Right. Okay, well, that was... Oh, hi! I can see your belly button. That means one thing. It's Persian time. Fortunately, I get a bit of health back when I do crits. So that's nice. Definitely the range on this leaves something to be desired. You end up taking a little bit more pain than ideal. Nice. Burn you. Ah, there's the juicy, spicy level up and the stun mine. All the loot and booty belongs to me. Oh, we're not done yet. God damn it. The guys in the Total War game. They are in the Total War game. Yeah, they were in the PvP. We should probably play some more of that, shouldn't we? Some Total War Warhammer 2. We should probably play a little bit more of the PvP, because that was definitely something special. I mean, it's a good game. I don't know, what do you guys think? Should we play more Martyr? Maybe we should just do like a weekly vote of, you know, what do you want me to play this week? And I'll play the top 2 games. Maybe that would be an idea. Maybe that would be an idea. So I play Martyr because it kind of made my channel big, and you know, that feels like a respectable thing to do. Although, shout out to the Mutant Year Zero content coming up soon. That's just reminded me their Moose is coming out, and I will be playing that because I love Mutant Year Zero. The armor just dropped for me, Vasco. It just dropped. I just got lucky. It's an ancient relic. That was one of the things they've improved now, is there's actually some semi-interesting items that drop every now and again, even though the stats on this are nothing interesting at all. It looks good, at least, which is nice for a low-level item. Warhammer battles, yeah. I mean, the Total War Warhammer is just amazing, isn't it? It's amazing what they've done with the franchise. Like, some Games Workshop games just aren't that great, but Total War, I can appreciate some people not liking the monetization and some people being angry at the Chaos DLC and blah 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 blah. I think there's reasons to give a bit of criticism to that side of things, but it's also just such a good game. It's just a really good, solid game. I haven't played the campaign in a long time, but I'm looking forward to the next expansion to sort of get stuck in that. Well, I think Bretonia were getting a little bit of love, weren't they? So we could maybe wiggle in a Bretonia campaign, but I don't know. The trouble is with campaigns in that is I feel like the PvE goes on for so long. Like, I could do a 50-episode doodah of just playing Total War for one campaign, you know, and I don't know as I really want to pad the channel out with too much stuff like that. I mean, I certainly could. It just feels a bit spammy to me doing Let's Plays. But maybe they'd be entertaining. I don't know. Last time I was doing PvE Total War, though, it didn't, let's say, capture the imagination of many viewers, so parked that idea to one side. I think PvP's just got that extra little bit of spice. There we go. We're getting there. You never finish a campaign in under 300 turns. It takes a long time, doesn't it? It really does. So much to do. So much to do. Right. Ooh. Alright, any new plans on the Prophecy DLC? I'll be covering it when it's out, and it's out when it's out, you know. Won't be too far away, I guess. Isn't it 3 weeks, 2 weeks? I'm not exactly sure. God, that's how out the loop I am. I don't even know the release date of it. It feels bad, man. I really should. Feels bad, but hey, we'll keep it going. We'll keep it going. Oh. Istral. Oh, okay. You have been found guilty of treason. I always want to be the radical. Oh, but I'm gonna be Puritan. Oh, wow, that was easy. Okay. I'll be a Puritan because it's better for stats. I'm a min-maxing hoe. Oh, feels bad, man. We got level and a bit from that. Yippee-ki-yay! Yippee-ki-yay! That reminds me, anyone else that has some Warhammer adventure seeds that you want to be covered in a video, let me know. Or if there's any of those tabletop videos you want to see from me, let me know. We did our first adventure seed one on Monday, and I'm not expecting many views. Like, if that thing gets to 300 views, I'll be happy. It's sort of breaking away from the norm for me, and that's cool, you know, that's cool. But if anyone has any other seeds, so in the last one we did characters stumbling across a witch hunter, and we did a witch hunter themed mystery to solve, let's say. Right, what are we gonna do here? Plasma pistol? Ah, plasma cannon. Not great damage. I'll put it in the offhand. I do have the multi-melter here though, don't I? Damn it. We can learn the recipes at least. Hang on, let's sell some junk first. I have a lot of junk here. I'm going to sell that. Yeah, go on, I'll sell that too. And let's see what I can buy. Las pistol, arc blade. Nothing there is interesting. Okay. Let's see what we get. Wow, okay. Ah, awesome. We got something. Damage against slowed or shocked enemies. Okay, 26 ain't too bad. Range damage, physical damage, damage against medium, damage bonus combo skills. What? Okay, well, I'll use it, but it's got some weird, funky stats on it. Equip 2 of those. So what do we got here? 14 damage. Is that item level 5? 15 damage. Melee critical damage. Fine, I'll just equip it because it's higher. And a neural implant that's finally better than what I've got. Better suppression resistance. Good physical resistance. Doesn't have dot burning though. Doesn't have dot burning, does it? No, no, no. Okay. That'll do, donkey. That'll do. Let's carry on. Do I read any of the Horus Heresy books? You know what, I haven't. I'm actually not very well read on 40k canon. I'm now really getting into fantasy canon, mainly like geographics and lore and everyday stuff though. Basically I'm reading all of the roleplay stuff I can get my hands on. The latest stuff I've been reading into, which has really tickled me pink, was basically dwarf history, canon, culture, food, marriage, ceremonies, status, you name it. Just been reading about all stuff relating to the Dowie, and oh man, it's just amazing. Such a cool. Do I smoke weed? No, no I don't, my friend. No, I don't. If it was legal here, I'd be tempted from time to time, but nah, it doesn't do it for me. It's one of those things I've tried in life, but never really sold on it personally. Okay. Burn a few nubs. Burn a few nubs. Oh, that dodging though. Such dukes, much impress. Yeah, so, fantasy stuff, man. That's where it's at, I'm telling you. I like 40k, but fantasy for me, oh, it's so good. I just like, even the geography of it, the world map is just glorious. God damn, I want to go play some Total War now. Soon. Soon. Right, let's continue on our adventure. It doesn't look too far away, but... What's in this circle? One of those, one of those. One of those, there we go. Nice. And if any of you know other YouTubers that are into, let's say, the role RP stuff, I'm going to look for someone to GM a few episodes of Age of Sigmar when it comes out. I'm going to look to do that, just to give it a whirl. So, if anyone knows someone, if anyone knows a guy or a girl, doesn't matter. We'll see what happens. Alright, there we go. But as it stands right now, just looking forward to role-playing some Dowie. Although I've only got, like, one Dowie voice, which sucks. Just dropped 100 on a new Primaris tank. Not happy you bought Mortarion for your Death Guard army. Well, not happy as in with the cannon? Like, is she just anti-Mort? Or is there a deeper issue here? Nope, nope, come back here, heretic. Settle it on the board, exactly. Exactly, that's how you do it. You hash it out, that's the secret to a good relationship. You just put it on the table and you roll the dice. That's what happens. She's anti-heretic, oh man. She's a bit of a Puritan, eh? Sounds good, sounds good. Opposites attract and all that. Sounds good to me. Come on. Time to get purged. Alright, let's go fiddle with the computer. New, pressing buttons. Sure I just did something important. Yeah, not many ladies out there in the old tabletop world. I will confess, at least when I was collecting, I didn't have a single female friend that was interested in tabletop. I think things have hopefully changed a little bit now. But yeah, it was what, like 6 guys, 6 of us. God, I don't think any of us even knew how to talk to a girl. The idea of doing such oh, I think we would have had a panic attack. Rare creature indeed, indeed. But one to be praised. Yep, she's definitely doing the Emperor's work there, Charles. Tell her to keep up the good work. And don't put up with your heresy. She has to purge heresy where she sees it. No excuses. Alright. I've got my 1 point in Puritan, so I'm on my way there. I've got a ways to go right now, though. I've got a ways to go. You know what? I haven't been in a Games Workshop store in a long time. It's a bit worrying, really. I had one, like, very near where I worked. And I went in once and was like, okay, I didn't know this was here. I just changed where I was working and then thought, okay, a few weeks later, let's jump in and maybe play a little skirmish or something, brush up on the rules, try and get back in the tabletop side of things. And I could see myself doing this on a regular basis. And the shop closed. Like, that very day, it was shut for business. Closed indefinitely. So now I no longer have, let's say, one of convenience. I was thinking I could get down there with my camera, do some recordings, do some little skirmishes, stick it on the channel, be amazing. You know, I wouldn't have to paint any models because I just use the stores. That was the plan anyway, and it all fell apart. It all fell apart. God damn it. The closing of a Games Workshop store, there is only one thing sadder than that, and that is the closing of a pub. One of the saddest things you can see. An empty old pub. Hundreds of people would have used to sit in each evening and enjoy each other's company, socialise, talk. That culture is dead now. Instead, we sit there at dining tables within restaurants on our mobile phones, not talking to each other while we wait for food. Then we eat the food while intermittently checking our social media, and then we go back to resume playing with our phones. That is what the world's come to. God, you can tell I'm old. Old and grumpy. Alright, let's go. Wizard World. That sounds slightly heretical. Cons are great. Yeah. I've never been to a con yet, you know? Ah, dear. You met your girlfriend as she was cosplaying. Well, there's a keeper right there, I'd say. Ah, good stuff. It must be glorious to have a hobby like that you can share in common. Like that's quite the thing. It's quite the passion to share. Provided you don't have too differing views on which edition was the superior. There's always things you can agree with others though when it comes to GW though. Even if there's sort of disagreements, like it's fun to call everyone else a heretic though, you know, and hate all Xenos. You're just role playing. You're just getting in character. Magic. That is heresy. I know, magic is very similar to friendship. Highly, highly heretical. Borderline the same thing. Yeah, keep away from that. Come on. Is he healing them or something? Why are you taking so long to die? You all roleplay on the tabletop. Ah, you got to. I think Warhammer's still good for bringing out like that little bit of a kid within us. It does that. It does that pretty well. Because each faction's just got this sort of beautiful personality and sort of quirk to it, and let's say dimension of I don't know, human behaviour. I like it. Every one of them's got some different facets to explore. I love it. Absolutely love it. I'm just looking forward to being a Dowie and being offended by the smallest thing and holding a grudge against a player for, you know, the rest of the campaign. One of my players refuses to have a drink. Well, that's minus to fellowship tests for the rest of their life. You don't offend a Dowie. Right. Are we done here, Klosterheim? No? Busy. Well, I've got similar armour to you. You roleplay with your mates when you do kill team. Nice. Play the roles hard. Oh, go hard or go home. Definitely. Definitely. I'd probably go a little OTT with the silly voices in my current fancy campaign. I don't go for that grim. Well, we'll see about that though. We'll see about that. The Grim's just lurking around the corner, just not seen it yet. It's nice to have a contrast, though. You need to play this video game, Kel. I think you do. If you're having withdrawal symptoms. It's this guy. Ah! Fighter's been upgraded. Or has it? Da-dee. Ouch. Right, that's those dead. I come and pick this up. Wow, quite a lot going on here. There we go. I would like a turret. Wow. There's lots to purge here. Okay, the turret should do the rest. Go on, Klosterheim. Help. Right, burn and burn. Now the turret. Damn, that Tuki uses so much heat. Way, and a plasma pistol. Totes worth. Right, that's that bit done. Ah, that's pretty cool. I like that. Yeah, that's cool. Right, one of those, one of those, one of those. Get the Unholy Codex. Oh, do we get Oh, there were buffs either side. God damn it. Yeah, I am playing the whole goddamn campaign again. And it ain't quick. Let me tell you. There is quite a lot to it. One thing they've done okay. It is lengthy. You like to think all of the Chaos Gods have silly voices. Absolutely. How do you picture Slanesh sounding? That's always the one that sort of catches me out. How does Slanesh sound? Like sultry temptress, maybe? Just smooth and English, you know, like a David Tennant. I don't know. I don't know. Ooh. Open eyes. No? Okay. Yes. I saw someone. Oh. There we go. That was easy. What? Why don't we have a boss battle? God damn it. Mojo, you're a bit late to the nerd party. What's a dowie? Oh, it's a dwarf, buddy. It's what the dwarfs call dwarfs. The dwarf will call the dwarf a dowie, a human an ungi, an elf an elgi. They're simple folk. They're nice and consistent as well. But yes, a dowie is simply a dwarf. So, oh, you've actually got this week's episode, then another episode, and then you'll see dwarfs. So you've got a while to go. Blah, 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 blah. Story. I do quite like the story from this, though. I will shout it out again, because I do think it's pretty good. Ah, Rosaria's force field, eh? Don't mind if I do. Right, can I craft anything remotely amusing? Let's have a look. If we go ranged pistol. Ooh, Inferno pistols. I could make 2 of those. Rootin' tootin' pistol shooting machine. Ranged heavy flamer. Let's go with 2 of these. So, if I do craft. Yeah. Right. If I do that. Oh, we never used our plasma cannon. Fine, we don't need to. I have 2 Inferno pistols now. So, heat attacks, chance to burn. Fine, crits do that anyway. Suppression per hit, ranged. That's fine, we'll just do that. Oh my word, they look ridiculous. Ha. Look at that. That's hilarious. Okay, right, fine. Let's go. You're cheering on the Skaven. Oh, yeah, there were just some giant rats down there. We haven't seen any technical Skaven yet, but don't you worry. I will be trying to test them a little bit because the group in the campaign have been far too lucky thus far. Far too lucky, and I had an opportunity to do some real damage to Shauna, but I wussed out and did a tactical maneuver with a rat anyway, thinking to myself I'd go for the guy carrying the torch. I should have murdered her. We'll get there. We'll get there. Right. Need to find the right combination of buttons. There we go. Nice. I like this. Oh. Hey, there we go. Oh, man, that crit was big. 800 damage. Nice. I like how they explode when you get them. There we go. Come on. There we go. We'll get there. We'll get there. Yeah, it's only a matter of time before we kill a player character. It's only a matter of time before the campaign goes downhill. This way? I don't think it'll be... no, I reckon it's up here. I think I've lured them now, though. So we might as well investigate. No one's even got injured in my campaign yet. I must be a terrible DM. Yeah, no one's even got damaged. Well, they have. Not really, though. No lasting injuries. We need to do something about that. Right, there's one. Pop you, pop you. Now, can we go up this way? Or is this going to be a dead end? This is a dead... Ah, yes! Excited about the Primaris teasers from yesterday. Haven't seen those. I have not seen those. I feel like I've left out. I feel like I have been left out, rather. That being said, I don't have a massive raging clue for Primaris Marines. I don't know, I never liked Astartes, so when they came out with a bigger super duper Astartes, nah. Power to you though, if you're a Space Marine player. 4 or 5 near-death moments. There's been a few that could have been a bit dangerous. There's been a few, but not enough yet. Not enough. We need more, Mojo. We need much more. Ooh. Oggy, oggy, oggy. Oh. Alright, there we go. I'm not convinced that this is a particularly fast weapon to choose. Right, there we go. I'll use this. Nice. Nice. That's kind of fun. We'll use a plasma cannon for a bit. Right. Oh, is that a charge ability actually on the 1 key? Ah! I think it is. I'm not exactly sure how effective that was. Nice. That's very satisfying. Alright, crit hits, still awesome. On the way. It just, because it doesn't crit enough, it's not going to stack vulnerabilities that quickly. The rate of fire is too low. Rate of fire is just so important as a stat in this game. So important, because it applies the burning as well, and... Rapid fire. Do a charge shot. That's kind of cool. It looks good at the very least. Nice. Nice, nice, nice. Okay. We have a large pack over here. Now let's get some suppression back and have a look. Didn't get a chance to look through the new Sisters stuff. Custodies, yeah, they're something new to me. I mean, back when I was collecting the game, I'd never heard of them. Came back to check out 40k, and all of a sudden there's these golden Space Marines that look rather decorative. Now, is it me, or do they also have a bit of a rough time in the current codex as well? Or am I imagining things? I'm fairly sure I've heard that those guys are a little bit on the underwhelming side. Perhaps not. I may be misinterpreting stuff. My understanding of balance comes from intermittently watching a Valrak video here and there. So I don't know if that makes me reliable or unreliable. I have no idea. Oh, destroying cover for the win. In a way, it's worth... It's worth thinking about this build, because I don't think crit's really that helpful for something with such a low rate of fire. Reason being is you're just not going to crit often enough to stack up the vulnerabilities, at least. Something like a flamer, you can get 100% extra damage very quickly. You just can't achieve that with... Ooh. Can't achieve that with such a weapon, so I'm not sure. There we go. Splat, 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 splat. Turrets, man. So annoying. We'll get there. We'll get there. I could have just left him, and I probably should have, but I did get a bit of XP for killing him at least. They're a bit underpowered, but at the same time they're beasts. Okay, fair enough. If I had to go back and collect now, what would I collect? Oh man, that's a really tough one. Imperial Guard. And I would still call them Imperial Guard. I don't care what you change your name to. Always be the Imperial Guard. The Guardsmen in my mind. God, they were so glorious. They were just a pain in the butt to collect. Like, some factions were just so much cheaper in terms of available units. The idea of buying 6 or 7 tanks was just... Splat, splat, splat. One of those. There we go. Oh, not the best placed turret in the world. Yeah, not great. And we're not getting the focus regen as well, because we're not getting enough crits, so I can't stick out turrets every 10 seconds. This is just slow rate of fire weapons. I don't see the benefit in. See you around, Charles. 4th of July barbecue and pool party. Oh my word, hang on. Okay, it's the 3rd. I was going to say. I missed the opportunity to celebrate then. There you go. Well, still plenty of room to celebrate tomorrow. I'll celebrate with you. The new name Astra Militarum is High Gothic, kind of like Adeptus Astartes. Okay. I can see it. I can see that fitting in with, you know, your law senses and your spider senses. I can see that fitting in. It's only because as I grew up, like, they were always Imperial Guard, you know. It's like you change something that someone knows, and they're gonna be grumpy, or at least I will. I'm stubborn though. Are they dead yet? So maybe if you go for a single target damage build, this might be viable. I guess the vulnerability on crit's not terrible, but I reckon just range damage is probably the way to go. I'll have to double check and see what we can actually upgrade from this weapon. I just don't think this is a good weapon. It still needs a little bit of love. If I get a demonic one, however, that's me set for life. There we go. Let's try rapid fire. Glorious. Ah! Admiral Grexis. He's got a cool model as well. I like him. Right. The 43. We're getting there. Dawn of War, Imperial Guard. End of story. Yeah, that's it, Mojo. That's it. I agree. Dawn of War 1. Oh, my word. I need to play that again. I really do. I sucked at multiplayer, but I loved it so much. It was so glorious. Such a great game. Right, what can we do with this gun to make it slightly less bad? We could just spec into ranged damage bonus. Like, what do we have in here? We have area effect, an area effect, so that might be worth specking into. Okay, let's just go ahead and do this. So we're gonna get rid of crits straight away. Get rid of all the crits. Don't need crits. Rubbish. Who wants crits anyway? Where's the area effect? Area effect. There we go. Right. Suppression damage, critical hit strength. Meh. Radius for aura skills. Meh. I mean, the cooldown on hit and cooldown on kill is kind of nice. Has at least 1 second cooldown. So yeah, we'll go for this. I don't really want melee damage, but cone and path skills. I mean, I guess we can just work up towards this. Yeah, damage bonus. Yeah, that kind of makes sense. A lot of these just feel wasted. See, that's my issue with this tree, is you spend so much to get so little. Let's reset this. Don't need that rubbish. We're just here. Oh, hi. Okay, cool. Right, there we go. Cooldown on hit. So, I mean, that being said, that's not even going to reduce a cooldown by that much. It's really not, is it? Let's have a quick... we'll come back to that in a moment. What else could we do on this? It's got area slow and compressed. Area knockdown suppression breacher. Meh. It's just not really that good, is it? Single target, slow. I mean, you could spec into that, I guess, but it's just not very interesting, is it? Yeah. Right. Let's give this a whirl. Let's have a go. What's up, Ice? What's up, Watcher? How you doing, bud? Damien, I'm enjoying it. I'm really looking forward to... Oh, just leveled up again. God damn it. I'm enjoying it. I'm looking forward to being able to play a bit more co-op. There's still some network code sort of problemos. Plus 100 suppression for area of effect skills. Okay, sure. Well, we'll go with that one first, though. And can I put anything in Puritan yet? Oh, maybe not. Maybe I could. Who knows? Talk to Grex. Campaign. Other stuff. I like it. The itemization change is good. The leveling pace is good. Am I Salamander? Yeah, I'm working on it. You love the greatsword. Yo, Hans, how you doing, bud? God, we haven't played Mordhau in a while, have we? Feels good. Free TNT. Good to see you too, bud. Yeah. Indeed. Greatsword. Nice. Melee, definitely good. Ranged, pace-wise, I think is working for me currently, although I still have some reservations in, like, trying to get more out of this weapon's really hard compared to something like the Flamer, which is just far easier. Big Papa B, what's up? Seems my PC is awesome. I should watch you in a window in a back group to support the stream. If anyone that's currently watching on Twitch wants to support Big Papa Bear, who's an RL friend of mine, by sticking a watch on him as well, do feel free. Do feel free. He's over in the Twitch. Check him out. He's got a beard. Can't go wrong with that. Good times, good times. So, is this that awkward timed mission that is incredibly awkward? I need to reduce cooldown more. If I can get these two to the point I can spam them. Yeah, it's not quite low enough for me to spam yet, but... So I think we just need to group them up. Oh, the old kiting dance. Oh, nice. That was some good splash. Some good sploosh damage. Just takes so long to kill anything with this goddamn gun. It's so poo compared to everything else. The flamer would have murdered them all already. You know this is true. It would have done this whole map already. It was so glorious. And a Batman hat. Oh, well, there you go. He is set. He is set. Only good ranged weapon you found is the autogun. Oh, man, autogun is life. Yeah, the autogun's pretty good. Hot dang diggity, we're up to triple figures again on YouTube. What's up to the 100 of you over there? Deciding to tune on in. Hope you're enjoying the old Martyr content. We've got a cheeky bash of this every now and again. It's nice to have something to cover again. Going to be doing some Mutant Year Zero stuff toward the end of the month. Because stuff is coming out. And I will be covering it. The last content we did pretty good. Quite a few of the vids for that got 40, 50,000 views. So it's definitely one of my more successful, if you gauge success on numbers anyway. Oh, there we go. So yeah, we'll be covering that. I don't know what else we'll be covering. When is this Vermintide patch coming out? I think it's not for a while. I want PvP in my life right now. Vermintide PvP, if that comes out... Oh, or when it comes out, rather. God, I'm going to be in a good place. I'm going to be in a very, very happy place. Story for Year Zero. Year Zero, well, you can't ignore the story, really. It's not really a sandbox game. You just play through the story as such. So yeah, I'll be listening to it, and the voice acting in the game is probably the best voice acting I've seen, at least. Mainly because of Bormin. Bormin is just a bro in that game. He's absolute bro. I even tweeted at the actual voice actor just to be like, you did an amazing job, well done, because no one gives voice actors enough attention, in my view anyway. So yeah, I love the game. Love the game. But yeah, I'll be trying to continue like a max difficulty run just to do it without dying, and maybe even see if we can continue the Iron Mutant mode. Ooh, 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 ooh. The only trouble is with the Iron Mutant mode, though, is if I die, I have to start it all again. This is probably not best for a first-time playthrough. Man, it makes it memorable, though. Such a good game. If all games were as clean and crisp and well executed as that, the world would be a better place. Honestly. I don't... Oh, we actually need to hurry up here, don't we? I forgot about this bit. Because if you go... I really hope this has been rebalanced, because this is a horrible mission. And medpacks in Year Zero. Yeah, you can eat the dead with some of them. That's it, though. There is a finite amount of healing in the game. Oh. Come on. There we go. Nice. No, I missed him. I'm a scrub. Shove them out the way. Oh, as well, shout out to the goddamn car bill today. Put the car in for the MOT. Ugh, £450 later. That's just what you want, middle of the year. I know what you need, Hydra. Go back in your overdraft. You've just managed to go in the black. Here, have a car bill. Swear, man. Every time that number goes black, it just goes straight back into red again. XCOM 2 40k mods. I hear good things about that. You can't have good things without bad things. Yeah, I know. I know, brother. But the problem is Games Workshop gets all of the bad things. Not all of them. Like, we do get some okay titles. I can't remember the last time we had a game that was as well polished as something like Mutant Year Zero. Honestly, I don't think there's anything that really comes close. Like, maybe Dawn of War 1. Maybe. Like, Mechanicus is cool, but it's not a patch on that. Mechanicus is cool in concept. It's not got the legs to carry it though, but it's cool. It's cool, and I'm hopeful for their new stuff, but it doesn't have that like amazing gripping story. It's far more sort of indie, and you know, it's not the end of the world. Eek. Right, there we go. I'm gonna die here. I've accepted this. No! Inquisitor Martyr! How's it going, Sam? Chaos is coming. End of the month. Yeah, I mean, there's lots going on. I didn't kill it, did I? No. Oh, god damn. How did you live? Man, this AoE damage sucks. If I had a flamer for that, man. XCOM 2 40k is hilariously fun. Mixing it with other sci-fi mods just makes it insane. Mass Effect, Star Wars, 40k Epic Tale. I mean, I've heard good things about the XCOM mod, but is that really what Games Workshop has to do to get good games? Do we just have to take a good game and reskin it? It looks like it. It looks like that is a very real possibility. Come on. There we go. Nice. It's definitely gotten a little bit harder, I think. Well, no, it's definitely gotten a little bit more consistent in balance, which is nice. We don't have these weird and wacky power level jumps now. Like, this is good. This is good. Because it just bases the power level around you, which is simple and works. There we go, that'll do. That'll do. I'll let them pick up the rest. Is that teleport beacon over there? I reckon it is. Goddamn mofo. Ugh. One more warp gate. Come here, you. Good stuff. Just got Endless Skies. That and 40k Universe. I'm not too familiar with that. Yo, what's up, Nickit? How you doing? Welcome to Twitch. You enjoy your stay. Yeah, so we do have a few Games Workshop things coming out this year. The only one I'm really looking forward to is to see what comes next of Total War Warhammer. Like, that's what kind of interests me, I guess. And the Vermintide PvP. I think that will be glorious. Glorious, but at the same time, it may be so glorious that it is frustrating to play. Because I like the game, it's a great game, but it does still trigger me to play it. Just because it's so try-hard. It brings out the worst try-hard in me. Oh. Okay, we'll ignore that for now. Pop one of them down. Single target damage, man. I think that's my only option. I don't think I'll be able to push them back. I'll try. Did I just miss with that? I think I just missed with that volley. There we go. Ah, we're alive. God damn that health though. Can I have a turret as well, please? Look how slowly it's going up. Come on. No. Yes. Yes. We live. Teleport, 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 teleport. I'm not running back there again. God damn, did it get... we've got 2.0. We've got 2.0, Nick. So that's given us something to do. We've got new items, quite a few. We've got new tiers of items. Some of them have unique, some new abilities on them. I've not seen them yet because I've not unlocked any. That kind of sucks. There is quite a bit of new stuff in this. You've got Elder, Tyrannid. That's cool too. How good is Total War Warhammer 2? You've never really played real RTS before. I would say, hands, if you're not sure, get the first game. Get the first game when it's on offer. Honestly, Total War Warhammer 1, like, 2 is like 1, but there is just more factions. Well, they both contain 4, so it kind of depends on which factions you'd want to play as well. I think 1 was my best experience, but I prefer the factions in it. 2 is interesting, but not quite as fun for me. But yeah, that just depends on what factions you like. But the 1 will be cheaper than 2, which is why I suggested it. Sort by level. Right, so what do we got here? Warp attacks. Don't have any of those. Power sword, great sword, bolt pistol, man, such a cool item. Good for single target pew-pewing. Grenade launcher, that could be fun. Could be fun. Grav pistol. Meh. Not a big fan. Okay, that'll do there. Let's sell you some of me giblets. In terms of improving this game, Boris, this has gotten better. I wouldn't like to tell you exactly how much, but it's definitely better than it used to be. Ah! Electronic shielding. Well, I'll buy that, even if I can't use it. Shotgun? Meh. Let's get some ranged weapons too. Sure. Hey, there we go. We actually unlocked something in the end. So, what do we have here? And note that this old item I have, that I'm still unlocking these bloody things. It's going to take me forever. 42 damage resist. Hot damn. Movement speed when suppression status is green. That's kind of cool. Yeah, that's kind of cool. That's quite a bit of extra protection too. Why am I not getting any comparison with my current gear? There we go. So I reckon we should probably change this. There we go. Should we change this? Focus. Melee damage. None of that's particularly helpful. Stun grenade. Fabricator scatter. We'll stick with what we got. I will change my items though, because Inferno pistols are rubbish, and Plasma Cannon is rubbish, and the AoE tree can suck a lemon. Yeah. There's quite a lot of stuff to do in this now. That's certainly true. There's more things going on than there used to be. Right, let's just see if we can get a purple weapon from somewhere. There's got to be something here we can get. So let's go for ranged rifle. Shotgun, melter, long lass, bolt gun. We'll go for bolt gun, I think. Let's mix it up. So, critical damage. Every attack has a 10% chance to knock back. Cooldown for aim shot. That's pretty naff as far as bolt guns go, but it'll do. So, that means we need to get rid of heat as well. We're going to go physical. Right the way up to there. Right, and then we've got physical. We've got 21 points left, so we probably want to get critical. It's not incredibly high rate of fire, but I think it's high enough to justify this. Yep. 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 Sure. Yep. Okay. And ranged combat. What else can we do here? 3% range damage. We should probably have put that in. Single target. There you go. Glorious. Let's go. Should remove text from the item description and just put stats on it. Tough to read 200 descriptions. Yeah. It's quite a lot to go through. It's quite a lot to go through. You like the melee in this game? I think it feels good. If you're using one-hand weapon, use two of them. Well, that's a good rule of thumb. Is this Crusader? Yes, it is. It is definitely Crusader. Relic blueprints, I know. A bit of luck. I think it's for the Mechanicus, though. I don't think it's for this class. Serious demonic incursion. Oh, hold up. There we go. Got me bolt rifle. There's my little buff down here. 10% damage bonus. And I think right click is fleshbane, which is probably handy. So this naturally does more damage over time as well, which is nice. And the 2 key does AoE. And it's got a good range. Like, life is good. Life is good when you got a bolt gun. Bit of AoE. Nice. No! I had to reload like a scrub. Well, this is quite satisfying. Although there's a tiny little rattle you get that sounds like you're jingling some keys when you fire the weapon, and that kind of, it does trigger me a little bit. Kiting for the win. Nice. Well, this seems good, despite the fact the weapon's not particularly powerful. Yeah, it is unfortunate that you can't use 2 melee weapons, like, at your choosing. That would be kind of nifty. But I also appreciate they've kind of got to stick to canon. They can't have you just wielding a bunch of, you know, random stuff that doesn't really fit with the canon, no matter how cool it is. Not that plasma cannon wielding Inquisitors are particularly canon focused. Oh, a clue. Do a bit of repairs. It has the rare thing as impact. Are you referring to the weapon? The weapon doing impact? Are you saying the game has an impact on you? A bit of both. Oh, there's a chest up here. We'll go. We'll get it. I've got a feeling that there's something good in here. Let's purge these first. Daka, 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 daka. Oh, is that sorcerer? Nope.
Target in sight.
Does it cap at 2% now? It would seem so. Yay! Some crafting materials. Yeah! Ugh. Oh. Apparently out of range. 2 chain axes in both hands is pretty canon. Yeah, exactly. Pretty canon for chaos. Same with the chain axe. Like, that, that's a little bit on the heretical side there. Like, power axe, maybe. Force axe, possibly. Chain fist, probably not. Chain axe, probably not. Power fist, maybe. Power fist would be acceptable for an Inquisitor. I mean, it's there in the canon. Developers basically said that they were really struggling to make it look good. It would be nice, though, if they did include some new weapons. Can I just jump across that? Yeah, that's right. I need to get in the habit of reloading. Oh, that's a dead end. Ugh. Takes so long to die. Axes or cannons? Cannons all day. Yeah, absolutely. What's up, Double X? I haven't followed the game since it came out. Is the end game any good? To be fair, my friend, I'm not at the end game currently. I am a ways away from it. The leveling process is better than it used to be. And I would say, considering it's on offer now and relatively cheap, yeah, I think it could be worth picking up for a playthrough. Especially if you've got some friends that you want to play it through with. Like, the fact you can finally do co-op campaign, I think, is a good idea. Although, granted, co-op's not very functional right this second. Whenever there's a patch that comes out, the network code dies.
Captain, I have new information regarding your father's fate.
Please tell me it's good news.
Your father did indeed acquire a chaos artifact from the word bearers.
So, it's not good at all.
Okay. Oh my god, that's so far away. Yeah, previously you could not do campaign co-op. You could always do co-op in this game, but you couldn't do co-op within the campaign previously. That has now changed. Ugh. There we go. Right. Gonna have to do this slowly. Chaos campaign, very short, yeah, unfortunately. I really liked the game, but the campaign was just very, very, very short. But hey, good bit of fun. I say good bit of fun. Needs a bit of work, that game. But I like it. I like the idea of it. I like the polish, the finesse. I like how it plays, how it feels. There just wasn't enough of it. But it had some moments. It did a lot of things right. It just didn't do enough right. I don't think it did many things wrong, really, other than just not produce enough content. Armor, maps. Enemies, I think, were okay. Bosses. Everything just needed more. Martyr, on the other hand, I think, had plenty of things that I would say needed revision. But it made lots of things that needed revision. Yeah, grav gun I know is infinitely better than what I'm currently rocking. Grav gun strong. Pow, 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 pow. Let's see how much we can do short-range Daka style here. Oh, that wasn't a boss. I thought that was a champion, so I was expecting that to be some engaging and interesting fight, but apparently not. Level 44. It's very possible now to level up nice and slow through this. Well, no, I wouldn't say slow. Steady. The leveling is definitely more steady than it used to be. So it used to be around 35, you'd run out of stuff to do. I'm now 44 and I'm still going up fairly fast. Which is nice. See my XP bar nudging up there as I kill stuff. That's nice to see as well, that makes a difference. No idea about new enemy factions. Have they not put Elder and Tyrannid into this already? I thought they were already in this. Maybe they're not though, maybe they're just in the next bit. I'm really looking forward to them. The 70 plus fight grind is real. Yeah, I can imagine. I think by then I'll have to go to melee just to speed it up. Ranged is just not. At least for... Okay, fine, you can use a grav gun, I accept that. But grav gun aside... Ranged is not really as smooth. Ugh. So much Daka. There we go. We're alive. I need to get rid of this as well. The damage reduction bonus ain't too bad, but there's cooler things I could get. Right, let's go. One of your gripes, some weapons are just better in situations. There's some weapons are just flat out better because of the skills associated with them. I think that's always been one of my mini gripes with this. Like the plasma cannon, it's just very hard to get max use out of some guns. Rapid fire, I tend to find, if something needs to do damage quickly in this, the way that the vulnerability system works, like, if it's not ticking damage fast, chances are it's not going to be a great gun. At least for the Crusader, I'd say. I mean, there might be exceptions to that, but one of the reasons the grav gun is so good is the dot on the floor can stack you up 10 stacks of vulnerability in a split second. And that is incredibly strong. There we go. Oh, you're fighting Elder right now, YOLO. Nice. I look forward to pew-pewing them. Oh boy. Ah, there we go. We get there in the end. Didn't take long. Aha.
I'll take him out. I'll use non-lethal methods.
That is, let's break this to you, Inquisitor. There's a woman for a start, or at least it looked like one. I'm fairly sure that's a male, a female NPC. I'm also fairly sure you're allowed to assume genders of NPCs. Am I going to lose my YouTube channel? Help. We'll investigate you in a moment, Rebel Psyker. But I'm 99% sure we've just referred you as a bro. So let's investigate this. Well, you got Jumblies, so Could be a bro. Chances are slightly diminished. There we go. Back! Alright. Any of the Martyr DLCs worth picking up? There's a question. Forgotten Arsenal sells relics. Well, that's good to know. I haven't played most of them, so I am afraid I am not the best person to ask. I have played probably half. Some of them give you some extra bits to do. If they're on offer, maybe. If you want more stuff to do, maybe. If some of them give you skill points, I'd say definitely, but I don't know if they do. If they do, though, that's naughty. I really hope they don't. Right. Let's continue leveling up. Damage bonus against slowed targets. Well, if we do slow them, that would be useful. We've got critical hits. That's in. I guess just buffing our critical hit chance is probably a good direction to go. Health, defense, movement, heat, damage over time, physical. Debuff. Well, that could be useful too. Armor breaking, armor piercing, because 2 of our abilities have that. I reckon we'll go for this, because it's our first and third ability that has armor breaking, and then we get armor breaking over there as well. So both worth using. So that one and that one. And this one automatically applies vulnerability as well, though you do 2 vulnerabilities if you crit. Right, talk to Thelma. Thelma. Do I have to talk to you on the map? Ah, there we go. Right, thank you very much. Ah, that's a good point. I haven't customized my inoculator in a considerable while. So, what do we have here? All damage by 10%. Nah. What we want is crit. There we go. Much better. Much better. And inoculator cooldown. Yep, get rid of those. And oh, do I have to put greens in there? Right, fine. Capacity. And capacity cooldown? Nope. Duration of boosters. So surely that applies to that. 50% bonus. So that should go up to 30 seconds now. We'll see if that works though. Let's roll. Why do I have all my melee specialization back? Really? Where? No, I don't think so. I don't think so. I think you're imagining things, Llama. I think you're going a bit mad. I'm currently rocking the ranged. Unless there's some other melee specializations I've got that I've not been paying attention to. It's quite possible. Right, I think... Oh, physical. Yeah, I'm using a bolt. I'm using a bolt rifle. I'm using the offhand. For this beautiful physical kinetic damage. Please don't tell me that the physical tree only applies to melee when this is classed as physical kinetic. Like I presume both physicals apply. I'll double check though. Oh boy. Oh boy. Yeah, I was pretty sure that that did work, but I mean, there is definitely room for me to be wrong. No. No. Oh, God. Right, that's it. Come back here, you heretics. I nearly got a few of them, too. Right, there we go. Just fire at the turret, damn you. There we go. There we go. Need some flamers for that, definitely. That was rough. Holy moly. Awesome map, though, this. Absolutely wicked. One of my favourite map tiles of this game. The only nice thing about the bolter is it does deal with the armoured ones fairly fast. Let's try rapid fire instead and just see how that does. Yeah, not as effective. Sticks at the, yeah, definitely not as effective. The game still looks like the same boring grind. I mean, it's still the same game. It's faster in terms of combat. If you didn't enjoy anything about this game, I don't think you'll find anything too dramatically different. Like, if you really didn't like just the gameplay as such, if you think it being a bit faster, there being more items to get, a few more abilities attached to them and stuff like that, then you're in the realm of, okay, well, you might be happy. It's certainly, for the beginning level, it's a lot less grindy. You level up quite quickly, but if you're referring to the actual gameplay as sort of boring grind, then, I mean, yes, it's still mission after mission after mission after mission. Oh, there we go. Stressful. Am I getting some inoculators? Hack and slash without the grind. Be rather brief, wouldn't it? It's a lot faster with heavy flamer, yeah, you're telling me. Although, we are against lots more word bearers, so we're against a lot more Marines. Gotta take that into account. There we go. Oh, it's so far to go. Oh, let's just leave. Oh, no, let's maybe not. This will take a while. Oh boy. Oh boy. Combat-wise, I really do think the game's made some improvements. Just a general balancing. Oh no. Ha ha ha. Kiting for the win. Wrong button, I should shift click. Ha, 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 ha. Oh boy. There we go. Just about hanging in there for dear life. We're alive! Always take something with spread. Cover should be gone. It's a shame that cover never really worked out. Like, cover works for XCOM games. Why include it with an ARPG is a bit kind of... I think it was a bit of a confused message to send. But I think there was room for it to work, but not with the game's current vision, let's say. Take the door down so I don't suffocate to death. Yeah, I mean, I got the idea of why they were doing it, because there's something about cover and Games Workshop stuff that does kind of make a bit of sense, at least for 40k. Like, it's how you make a lot of the horrors slightly less horrific. At least when it comes to range combat, but yeah, it just never quite worked. And again, I think it's because this isn't XCOM, and if this was like a top-down turn-based game, then cover would have made perfect sense. Combat in an action game, though, cover in an action game rather, like, it would be alright if it was so major that it felt essential, like Gears of War, that if you didn't use it, you would get wrecked. But it never did that. The execution mechanic, it does work. I don't find it works. I don't find it does much for what I want it to do, if you know what I mean. Yeah. You cover this on PS4. Still your favourite ARPG, even though we have no release date for V2. Yeah, it is a shame the consoles have got to wait so long. It always sucks to hear you guys are sort of left behind as such. It's unfortunate. Unfortunately, I think the console sort of patch process, because I think it even takes 2 weeks just to get a patch through of the old verification. Then if it fails, then, well, if it's not going to fail on PC, you just put a patch out, what goes wrong, and, you know, then off to the Steam forums to tell people that you're busy working on it. That's the current strategy. Do you require specialised Bloodraven Anti-Chaos Bolter? That would be nice. I'm just going to run through the rest now. Trigger more alarms, it's fine. Oh, there's a bit of heresy going on here. Oh, hot mama. Making our way to the exit. Yeah, that's right. Get knocked back. Hurt a bit. Oh no, I don't have my trusty inoculator of awesomeness. Goodbye, brothers. 2.04. Yeah. It's yeah, no wonder you guys are confused. No wonder, man. I mean, it is a shame. So what are you guys, like 2 months behind? I think it's something like that, because as far as I'm aware, the console has to wait for all of the DLC first before anything else can really happen. So I don't know how that's going to work. What I will say is that the standard difficulty is probably optimal, although I prefer this difficulty for the difficulty. The missions for me feel a little bit on the long side, but that might be the fact that I'm a Crusader and things are naturally slower. When you play as the assassin, things move at a more reasonable pace, and when you're a melee as well. I think one thing about melee versus ranged is the pacing of melee just feels better. I definitely don't get that same vibe with ranged. Some of these missions do drag out a little bit. They do definitely, you know, take a while. Ooh, tactical mode. T for tactical, that's our range. Ah, there we go. We can have special health bars. That's actually kind of handy. Do you remember the thermal? Wonder if they still have that. No one liked it when I used it. Everyone got triggered, and I find it really useful. Come on! Pop, 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 pop. Oh, I still don't have inoculators, do I? Oh boy. Oh, there we go. We're good. We're good. We're good. As I say, the difficulty of this works for me, but the missions just feel a tiny bit longer than I'd like them to. So you can imagine what it was like sort of pre the speed changes as well. I mean, ouch. I think, though, if I was melee, I would be happier. But I definitely find the missions drag a little bit. Gameplay options, you can set plenty of options. Yeah, I know. The tactical view is nice. But there is a large array of choices on there. I think it's a really cool feature. A nice idea anyway. I'd like it if more games had such a toggleable option as well. There we go. Come on, die, heretic, scab. Is there a gate in there? And they seem to have done away with the infinitely spawning gates as well, that, let's face it, just frustrated players. So, I mean, we've come along a long way. There's a lot less of bad, like, silly things in this. Like the packs of champions that used to regenerate health that were just like at this brick wall that if you weren't quite strong enough, you'd get murdered by them because you could never kill one because you had to constantly dodge them all. And oh man, there was some weird stuff in this. It's doing better. Right. What are you doing over there? Nurgling's coming in. Oh. Get rid of that. Take these out too. Am I destroying the cover slowly? There we go. Let's use the cover system. There we go. More crit chance would help this build quite a bit as well. That would be nice. I wouldn't complain. Daka, daka, daka. Oh, someone's cooking downstairs. Smells good. No idea what. I think that's just vegetable soup, but it smells so good. Tell I'm hungry. Yep. It's definitely going to be food time after this. We'll have a quick look through the character though, see if we can do a little bit of min-maxing before we go. Right, there we go. 280. You can see that damage going up. It was doing like 240 to begin with, and now it's up to 450. 500 near enough. By the time you've got 10 stacks with the main attack of a bolt rifle, like, damn. That's strong. Especially if you get the left click leveled up. It's good. It's real good. I've already fought the Dark Elder hands a bit anyway. I've done one of the investigations. For some weird reason, I got it at like an earlier point. Or I had a Drakari investigation, so I'm really confused as to what exactly is going on. What's up, Bjorn? How you doing, bud? Right, there we go. Ah, I'm so close to leveling up. Curses. Curses, but we're up to 45, so we've got another 5 levels. It seems to be about an hour and a half to 5 levels. Have they changed the drop rate for the Cabal items like the codexes? They seem fairly reasonable, but you know, I wouldn't like to make promises. Aha, Puritan. Captain. I'm a Puritan now. Passives, Puritan Path. I mean, you can't go wrong with that, can you? Just 5% damage bonus against everything. That is just everything, right? Xeno, Chaos, Renegade, like that is everything. Warp damage reflected might be cool. Warp resistance is kind of cool. 20% against demons ain't bad either. Damage dealt by Xeno. Yeah, we could go for tankiness. That I think I'll go for. That I think I'll definitely go for. Oh, am I not cool enough to get this yet? No, I'm not, apparently. Morality, there we go. So I'm on my way over here. So I've got this. Warp Thorn, Rage, Demonic Law, the Puritan Path, Skill Tree. So apparently I have unlocked it, but I haven't. 10% Warp Resist. Unlocks Puritan Perk. Okay. Holy Shield, Holy Conclave, Commandments in Puritan Path, Skill Tree. That's cool. Holy Item Enchants. That's what we want. I really want some of those. So oh no, I don't have any skill points available. That's why. I'm a potato. God damn. I'm good, thanks, Bjorn. I'm good, thanks. Never make promises. Well, that's the truth, isn't it? Especially if you're a game developer. Never suggest you're going to do anything. Keep everything incredibly vague. That is the rules. People talking. Right, so what do we got cooking here? If we sort by level... Our level 19 item still seems to be fairly good. All damage while no enemies are present, so that's basically a nice kiting item. I think we'll have to min-max another day, but it doesn't look like there's anything too important right now. Well, you could certainly go for a nice shiny auto gun. Our bolt gun's a bit better, but... And it's probably not a bad idea to start considering some of the other items, because although the Sentinel item's okay, like at the same time, 13 to all resistances, it's alright. More resistances, it's alright. 20% inoculator cooldown though, that's good. Movement speed while no enemies are present, it's alright. I'm leaning more towards the assault armor though, just because reasons really. How does this look? Well, that's not assault armor. There we go. That looks terrible. Lol. Look at the size of my shoulders. I am tonk. I am a honky tonk. Look at me. Oh my word, look at that. Wow. Now I've seen everything. Let's get rid of that. Much better. Much less reticles. Right, guys and girls, I'm going to be scooting off. Hope you have yourselves a wonderful day. Thank you very much for stopping on by. We are going to probably be streaming again over the weekend. We will, in fact, be streaming over the weekend. Other stuff to do too. Check out all of the stuff. Subscribe, click the likes, the dislikes, just click some buttons somewhere, leave some comments, and I'll see you next time. Have a great week. Enjoy the flashing, because this game still hates being alt-tabbed.